everyone, welcome back and welcome to a new game for the channel, What Remains of Edith Finch. We don't know an awful lot about this game. It's been on my wish list for quite a while, so I've been very interested to play it. But I know it's a first-person exploration game with lots of strange storytelling experience, like a collection of stories about her family, what happened to them. So we're going to delve through the mystery and find out. So yeah, I'm really excited to play this. So with that, grab some snacks, get some drinks, settle into What Remains of Edith Finch.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay, so
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
that house, it looks like the Weasley family house. What's this?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
So it's all abandoned then. It's like no
In
one's
her
been
will,
here.
my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Yeah, no one's been here in a really long time. I like the set and the scene though.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh, a deer. Oh.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Wonder what happened here. Blimey, that's a huge house. It's way more extensive than the Weasley family. I love the voice acting so far. Really good. Missing. Wonder who's missing.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Oh, a boy, Milton French. A brother?
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
What is it? Is it like a roller coaster or something, or a slide? Oh, what a thing to have in the pond.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
So what happened to her husband? Should we go around here first? Yeah, it's just a garage. Okay. What a scene though, like this is deep in the woods. Really cool so far. Oh, a wheelchair ramp. Okay. I think we should go step inside.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Oh, okay.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
So someone can't get around very well with a stair lift. This key unlocked. Does it unlock the garage? Oh, there's a path. Didn't see this. Oh, there's a statue. Okay, let's try this door. Oh, okay. Go
Crawling
through
through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Right. So we're inside the garage.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Okay. Looks like they literally just got up and left. Like, everything's still here.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Wow, that's a lot of fish tin cans.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
In love and memory of Lewis Finch, beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson of Edie. So, from 1988 to 2010. That's Edith, Edie, Dawn, and Lewis. So he wasn't that old when he passed.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh, okay. So that's why there's so many fish tin cans. I love salmon, but I'm not sure if I could eat literally like that all day, every day. Need a bit more variety. Apple pie. Oh, that's more like it.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Not so bad.
The
What
table
happened
was
here?
still a wreck from the night we left.
Blimey. Looks like, I don't know, like a fight maybe broke out. Hopefully that's food on the floor. Okay, so Edie was the wheelchair user. That's the older lady.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Mm.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Did she not want to go in a nursing home? And that's why a fight broke out? Not sure.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
There is an awful lot of books in here.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Okay, so is that the original? That looks pretty cool. It's a really cool looking house. Have all the books everywhere. Yeah. What's in the box?
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Why is there Bigfoot in the box? It's a little bit eerie. Okay, and this is back into the kitchen. Wow. This family loved their books. Oh.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Okay, so Milton is her brother. Right. Why is this door been? Like, looks like it's been like glued in. Or like that expanding foam to like make sure it doesn't open. Should we go downstairs in the basement?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, key doesn't fit. Fair enough. Suppose we will go upstairs then.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
That's a bit strange. Ooh, that's creepy looking. Wonder. So that's Molly's. That portrait's a bit strange. So is that one.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
It's a pretty cool room though. Being inside an aquarium. What's
Louis
this?
told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
We're in a secret room. How strange.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh, we've gone into Molly's room?
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
An ant farm. Yeah, Molly's room.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
It's a very cute little room. And this must have been
I got the
Molly.
sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, I'm Molly now. Okay. Oh.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh dear.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Oh dear, so...
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
Oh.
I was a cat.
Oh, okay. Thought I fell out the window. Okay, I'm now a cat.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Hmm. Like the bird is trying to show us something. Or egging us on to do something.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up.
Oh.
And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Are we in a dream?
Rabbits.
Oh.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
That poor rabbit. Owl's gotta eat though.
A mama rabbit.
Oh. Oh, I missed it. Good. Oh, I actually have to catch it, do I?
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
This is very strange now. I don't know. Can we move? Oh. Yep, we can. I need to roll down.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
This dream is like the most bizarre thing ever. What an imagination this little girl has.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Oh, what am I now? Am I like a snake?
I was a monster and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh? Oh dear.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor?
Oh god.
It came upon a midnight clear, that glorious dawn from angels
Never seen snakes do this before.
to touch their hearts of gold. Rejoice the earth, from heaven's so precious gift. The world in song.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
I think moral of the story
I
is
slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
to don't, leave your child to go hungry. Where are we going now?
I got closer and closer.
Oh, it's our room. Back in Molly's room.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay, so
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Molly was eaten by a monster? Or did Molly die of starvation? Going to bed hungry. It seems like. Probably the realistic version of event.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Hmm.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
So maybe she really did turn into a cat and have those kind of dreams. Who knows? But Grandma Edie had a lot of different birds and lizards as well. Rob, Larpy, Purpley, Burpy, Bob, Derpy. There's a theme coming on here. And what's that one? Larpy, Zerpy.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Edie seems like the eccentric type. But a mole man beneath the house would be terrifying. So these are different family movies. Let's see.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
My Friend Bigfoot. Edith Jr. Lake Trip, Sam Photos Awards Conspiracies. Molly Concepts. Muriel Sketches. Barbara Concepts.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Built 1937, Sven Finch. Wow.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Okay. So that's how the man died. So he was building a slide and it landed on him. Anything over here?
Her room was like a museum.
What's this?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Imagine that, putting your house on a boat. Wow.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Okay, so Molly was Edie's child. Right.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
We're getting through the family tree. Sven and Edie. It's a beautiful little room though, isn't it? Full of memories.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh dear.
The only
Oh,
trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
That
It was
is
a pretty big trace.
very garish. Oh, shaggy carpet in the bathroom with champagne. Hmm.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
How cool. Oh. We're going into a dark room.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
This house is full of little nooks and crannies. Tiny little secrets everywhere. Where are we now? Now this is a cool room. Not allowed on that side.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin,
Oh, there we go.
and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Calvin. Okay, so this is Grandpa Sam's brother? Twin brother?
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that. Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh my god. I'm feeling a bit sick.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Wow.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Blimey, what a way to go.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Oh. Okay, so that's Sam's side.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
And that's Calvin's side. We go through this door. You're here maybe? Wow. It would be so cool to have like entrances like this in your house. Although I just think I'd get lost.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
So that goes out to the hallway. Let's go this way first. Is this Milton's room, is it?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh, she does look like a child star.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh dear.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Gonna be a scene out of Halloween, is it?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh dear. That's what our dad's been making. At least I'm armed. Right.
The old fidge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear! Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh dear. Trying to get her to scream again, are we? Oh.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
And I bet he'll disappear. Like, yep. Every horror movie ever.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Oh, who's at the door?
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Still not screaming there.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh my god.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Blimey, so she was murdered? Maybe?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Not sure about that happy ending. She got remembered, I suppose. Yeah, it looks like we need to go back down. Just double check everything. Yeah. So the music box turns into a key.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Ah, I see, yeah. Because she didn't want her to go in the basement. So what was in the basement then? I see, yeah, that's why all of the doors.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
And there's
Whenever
Barbara.
people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Shall we go upstairs first, or? No, we'll go down to the basement first.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Yeah, they're all sealed in. Very strange. Let's go to the basement. What's in there?
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
What happened on the last night? Hopefully we'll find out soon. There we go. So down the basement we go. Not quite like what it was in the comic. Thankfully.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Makes sense. There's a lot of tools around here. Imagine keeping any child out of here. Oh, this is what Edie painted on. The dragon slide prototype.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Very dark.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Wow, this is an entrance. Where are we going?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories...
So they were preppers? Basically made a shelter underneath the house.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Oh, so Walter... Did Walter live down here?
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped.
Wow, 2005.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
It's lived on peaches for a long time.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
So he tucked himself away when Barbara died. Must be pretty traumatic.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Yeah, right.
I
Eating
don't mind
peaches
if
for
I only have a
years.
year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
What a sad life for Walter. That's really quite sad. And hiding under here for years.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Oh, there's the crutch. From Rick. That Barbara had. And he painted himself a little window. So down we go.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Really strange though. And he just lived on like peanut butter and peaches. Oh, and that's his rubbish.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2.
Yeah, maybe 2. Milton. Is he still missing?
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh, that's his grave. Wonder what that is over there.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
It's pretty tragic family, to be honest.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
I wonder who she's referencing to. Maybe her child? Let's go up here. Looks like we
Gotta
can't
be
get in the
honest, I
water.
feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Let's just double check down here. Is there anything? Can't really. No, can't see anything. Go up here. I think so far the Barbara and Walter's story has been like the most tragic.
And when you look at the house, it had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
What's that statue over there? We go. Oh, we can go over there.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
It's a very morbid family indeed.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
That's a lot of animals.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
So Barbara Finch, star. Walter Finch. Oh, that's really sad. Edie Finch with the books. Sven with his saw. Calvin Finch with the spaceship. Molly Finch as the cat. What's up here?
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Ah, I see. So that's Edie and Sven?
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh. That's the house that Odin died on.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Wow. What
Edie's
a
side was always
cemetery.
easier for me to understand.
Oh, this way.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Ah, so this is her mum's brothers. Gregory, Sam, and Gus.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Or are these her brothers? Sanjay, Kumar, Lewis Finch.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, right, okay. So she's writing this for her future child. Bloody hell. Sarah. Oh, there's a ladder.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Okay, so Grandpa Sam's room. Yep.
They were both pretty intense.
Bloody hell. So Grandpa Sam was a hunter? Oh, and what are they called? Animal
Sam spent his
stuffer.
life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Blimey.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Bit of an intense room. Who's Kay? Go to the desk. So yeah, so he's a US Marine.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Having a nature wee.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail with deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Dad!
Oh.
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive... Great shot, Dawn!
Oh, that's so awful.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh my god.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Bloody hell. Wasn't expecting that to happen.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh. Gregory. Dawn. And Gus. Let's look at this first. So Sam Finch has a divorce contract. You have 20 calendar days after the sentence is served on you to file a written response to the attached complaint petition with the clerk of this court. If you do not file your response on time, you may lose the case, your wages, money, and property. Alright.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
So Kay was Sam's
he saw
wife?
things the rest of us don't.
Oh.
Practice over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Oh. Pretty sure he shouldn't be leaving a 1-year-old in the tub like this. Oh. Bizarre is this? Oh.
I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Still left me in the tub.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. Hey, there's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy.
No,
And
I want
he'd
to go
want
to
you
the
to be happy
surface.
too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Oh my god, that's tragic. Oof. Blimey.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Let's look at this one then. Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
So, Sam remarried?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
No.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh dear.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
That's another horrible way to go. Duties. Raise flag. Breakfast. Quiet time. Dawn sweeps and gets the trash out. Gus mop, mow the yard. Greg, be a baby. Routine. Jump rope, jumping jacks, push-ups, crunches, run to mailbox and back. These poor kids brought up military style. No playing outside without permission, no answering door for strangers, no messes after dark, all chores before dark, respect offers. Blimey. Very strict. What's up
My mom
here?
moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
I see. So Dawn married Kumar Sanjay, and Dawn's her mum. What's this over here?
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Go out the window.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Her brother Lewis.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Cute little rooftop garden.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Sad looking garden though. This is one huge tree.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
So this was their school? They were homeschooled? Family history, fact or fiction? Yeah, Lewis rules. Edith. So that's all of the Barbara, Gus, Sven, Molly, Sam, Calvin, Odin, Gregory.
But it didn't last.
To teach and to learn, Dawn Finch. So she wrote a book. I did for a moment think that said Dawn French. And that must have been, yeah, Sanjay.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Going into Milton's room. Oh, there we go. Got to go for the window. Was Milton wanting to be an architect? Or an artist? Brilliant space for a painting. Wow. So we'll see what this has got to say, but he's been missing, so I don't actually know what happened to him.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
used to think these are so cool. So he's disappeared.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
I wonder where he went.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
So sad.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
I wonder if we find out that this is like so tragic. Need answers. Now we can go upstairs. Didn't see that.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
So this is Lewis's section. Oh my
After
God.
he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
He's got like an actual boat for a part of the house. That's so cool. So he's the brother that worked in the cannery. I really don't think she should be doing this. 22 weeks pregnant.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
He was into the ganja. Psychedelic.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Taking a lot of meds.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved.
Ooh.
Bats. codes. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play.
Seems like he was deeply unhappy with reality.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
beautiful prince.
Beautiful prince. prince was on his own quest for
sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents.
Oh.
He followed the sound of his
electric sitar.
Electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
This is mad. Absolutely
but he was so proud
bizarre.
of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
So we must have finished our shift, or, well, finally finished.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Is this him here? I think so.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Molly. This family's imagination is out of this world.
His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Oh, right. Do I have to?
rest, I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh, God. He stuck it. He, ended his life.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Oh. That's so sad.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
So is this is about the night before, maybe? The last night?
I wish we'd stayed.
We're yet to find out about Edie. Maybe that's what happened on the last night.
But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Yeah, quite literally everything. The Sanjay stuff. Sanjay Kumar, evac specialist. Yeah, it's quite sad, that is.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
What happened?
Maybe it should have come sooner.
Oh, yeah. So this must be, I think this is Edith's room.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Imagine living this high up. This is incredible.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
That's me as a... well, Edith, not me. It's Edith as a little girl now. We're back on the last night before
the
they
power
left.
had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Why would you seal up a library?
you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories!
So are the stories in here?
If Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Oh dear. History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Oh, we're coming up to the house.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
What happened?
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. and then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh. This is terribly sad.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh, that's so sad. That was her son reading it. What a peculiar family and life. Wow. So yeah, that was absolutely amazing. The storytelling was superb. Gameplay and the animation, yeah, I loved it, absolutely loved it. Completely and utterly tragic, but yeah, an amazing game. If you've enjoyed this full gameplay of What Remains of Edith Finch, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think as well. Like, I think the most tragic one was Walter and Barbara. But then also, I was pretty sad for Lewis. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this game. And if you're enjoying these kind of story-rich indie games that I've been playing, give me a like and subscribe. It helps with the channel. But I will leave you to your day, your evening, wherever you are in the world. Stay cozy, and I'll see you in the next one.